right. Also, I got a haircut. Today, I'm going to be doing a bit of a soft spoken whisper ramble. I don't know if it counts as a whisper, if it's soft spoken, but I'm afraid if I whisper, you won't really be able to hear me properly. Which, it's quite windy and the waves are making some really beautiful noises. So, I'm going to be telling you about my journey to get here. So, right now, I'm in Montpellier, which is, like I said, on the Mediterranean south coast of France. So we came here. I'm here with my best friend. She came all the way from America to be with me. It was actually my birthday yesterday. I'm 25 now. I'm a quarter of a century old. um, I was having a little bit of a freak out about it, but I'm feeling better now. I think I'll probably be okay, you know. So the first day of our trip, we were in Paris. Her first time ever in Paris. Like, I've been to Paris quite a few times. Paris is amazing, but it's also exhausting. Like, exhausting. Especially if you're trying to see a lot of stuff with one day. I think if you had a week and you like really stretched everything out and like had a lot of good meals and things, it would be better. But you're just trying to see like all the big sites in one day, it really is exhausting. So then we took a 10-hour night train. We took a 10-hour night train from Paris to Montpellier, and it was pretty fun, actually. Well, here's the drama. Wait till you hear this. So our train was supposed to leave at 8:30 p.m. 2 hours before that, at like, I don't know, I think it was at like 7ish actually. I get a email saying actually your train is going to be leaving at 9:15 p.m. Okay, no big deal. We have an extra 45 minutes. We're in the train station, but we're like taking our time, changing into our pajamas, getting snacks, whatever, the whole big deal. The whole deal. And guys, they send me an email at 8:58 p.m. Mind you, train is supposed to be leaving at 9:15. They send me an email 8:58 that I don't see until 9:03 that says, actually, the train is now leaving at 9:05. That's a joke. That's such a joke. So we made it, thank God. We were like freaking out. We had to run to our platform. I was like trying to explain to the guy. He didn't really speak English. I don't really speak French. I know a few words. But nothing, like, I don't know how to say our train has been moved forward in time and it's right there and you've closed the barrier, but like I have to be on that train. I was just kind of like freaking out. Anyway, so we got on it, but we had to get on in cart one. What's it called? Not cart. What are the carts of the train called?
Um, Carrot.
Carriage. Thank you. So we were in carriage 10, but we had to get on in carriage 1 because like the train was about to leave. And then we had to walk through so many people with all our bags. And because it's a night train, like, people stand out in the hallway to look outside before they go to bed. So there were a lot of people that we had to get to move out of the way, which was a lot to deal with. But it ended up being fine, ended up being great. And then in the morning, we were originally supposed to arrive at 6:30 in the morning, but they changed it to 7 because of the delay. Well, guess what? It still arrived at 6:30 in the morning. Thankfully, I woke up earlier, So we were ready. We were still ready to go. But like I just learned, you really, whatever SNCF says, you can't trust them. You can't trust them. It's a good lesson to learn, especially this early into our vacation. So we're going a few other places as well. Last night we made oh, there's an ice cream man coming with an ice cream cart. Do I need that? No, I don't. I didn't bring any money with me anyways. But last night, well, first of all, in the day we went swimming, which was really fun. I have to say, I think this is the first time I've been in the sea slash ocean. It's the Mediterranean Sea, but like it connects to the ocean, you know what I mean? But last time I said ocean, some people made fun of me. Not on here, like in real life. They were like, oh my god, I love when Americans call the Mediterranean Sea the ocean. Ha ha ha. Connects to the ocean, guys. Um, whatever. Like, whatever. But I'm not an ocean, well, I'm not a beach vacay person. Like, my family has always been mountain vacation people, or like tiny little villages in the middle of nowhere vacation people. That's really what my dad's vibe is. That's what he likes to take us to. And then my mom likes the mountains. So we alternate between those. Or we do it tiny little villages in the middle of nowhere in the mountains. No reception, no one speaks a lick of English, and we'll be in like Czechia. And believe it or not, me and my American family do not speak Czech. So classic. But my bestie who's here with me, she wanted to go to the beach, and I was like, okay, slay. I haven't been to the beach in forever. Let's go to the beach. And I think this is really the first time I've swam in the ocean slash sea. Okay, in a decade. The last time I remember actually going to the beach was it was like 12 years old, and it was Orange Beach in Alabama. If you're familiar with my grandparents, and it was beautiful, but I'm very scared of like ocean wildlife, or I would say just water wildlife in general, aquatic wildlife. I mean, listen, I want them to be well conserved and happy and healthy and to live their best life. I just don't want to be anywhere near them. I just don't want to be anywhere near them, you know? So I'm very scared of sharks. I like to watch a lot of shark attack like documentaries on YouTube, and crocodile attacks and alligator attacks, which are less likely, but you know, still can happen. And so I get pretty freaked out in the water. But guess what? Mediterranean Sea, no sharks. Best news ever. So I literally went like down all the way to like neck deep in the water. I was swimming, like really swimming, floating, having the best time ever, feeling so safe. Still maybe a tiny bit paranoid, but like mostly I was feeling really good. So that was really awesome, and I'm definitely coming back because floating in the ocean is actually so freeing. You just feel like weightless, you know. You feel so nice. So I'll be coming back here. If someone had told me there were no sharks sooner, I would have come sooner. But I had no idea. No one ever told me. So yeah, and I'm thrilled. And actually, it's so close to. Actually, it's not that far from me because I already live in Europe. I'm American, obviously. Obviously, I'm an American, but I do live in Europe, so it's not too hard for me to get over here. I just take a few trains, which is pretty awesome. So I do think I'll be coming back. Maybe the next person who comes to visit me, I'll also tell them, okay, let's go swim in the Mediterranean Sea. And especially like in France, people are so, well, okay, listen, people are very nice here. And I know that is not the stereotype of French people. I totally get it. But like, this is the South. And people are always nicer in the South, like in every country. The only country I've been told that's different in is Greece. Apparently, Northerners are nicer in Greece. I don't know, I've never been to Greece, but I have a lot of friends from Greece. And I really do need to go. I do need to go and see them. Visit my friends, go to an island, see some historical sites, the whole 9 yards. We're going back to Paris for another day later this week. So we're spending like 2 days, one night total because this time we came into Paris in the morning. Oh, my mom's trying to call me.